Good evening. Students and staff at Lakeland College are learning that they will have to make changes to their future plans. Facing a $4 million deficit following the Alberta budget cuts to post-secondary education, the school is suspending programs and eliminating permanent positions. Kim Smith was at the college this afternoon and has reaction.
It's difficult because it's telling me that our education is not important.
Dolly Lang moved with her daughter to Lloydminster from Tramping Lake, Saskatchewan in order to upgrade her high school classes. Her plan was then to enroll in the event management program.
I had a plan of action of what I was going to do for the next 3 years here in Lloydminster, going to school. Those plans have been literally wiped out.
In order to balance its budget, Lakeland College is suspending 9 programs, including both academic upgrading and event management. The president of the college says the board felt it was important to keep certain programs over others.
We asked ourselves a question, what are the key industries in our region? And there's always 2 that jump out, which is agriculture and energy.
Some students in the academic upgrading program here at Lakeland College telling me the mood has been somber since yesterday afternoon. That's when details of program cuts began to trickle in.
Lots of people have been very scared, very upset. I know that a lot of students have gone home crying.
It's hard to concentrate when you know what's your next move going to be, because you thought your plan was solid.
The college is also suspending the 2-year practical nursing diploma.
It's shocking. I'm still in shock because I don't know what I'm going to do now. I can't just move my kids to Saskatoon or Edmonton.
Lakeland is also eliminating 43 permanent positions. Some of the people losing their jobs had been with the college for 20-plus years.
It's difficult to work for an organization that long and have your job end with absolutely, you have no responsibility in all of that. I mean, it's just like you've been doing a good job, you've been coming to work, you've been producing good graduates.
Current students won't be affected, but the college won't be accepting new enrollments. Students that had already been accepted into programs will be offered a $500 tuition discount if they choose to enroll in a different program. Kim Smith, Newcap News.
A generous donation from one local man is a relief for staff at the Interval store. Now, last week, the nonprofit store selling secondhand items was broken into and robbed. The store is run by volunteers, and the profits go to the Interval home, a shelter for women in need.
We're dealing with the floods and the break-ins and all of those other things that kind of happened to us as well. And to get a phone call like this just really lifted. We were all kind of running around the office today. Guess what happened?
The owner of Shadwin Trucking heard the Newcap news story on Lloyd FM and wanted to help out.
Well, it's a soft spot. It's a volunteer center and does nothing but good for the community. So, yeah, it's just kind of sad when those kind of places are attacked.
Staff say the $2,000 donation will get the store back to normal.
It'll cover off almost 100% of the damages that we've incurred so far for all the things that we had to fix after the break and enter.
Despite the break-in, the store has managed to stay open. The Lakeland Sport and Recreation Association is pushing for a new trail system near Bonnyville. As Clayton Brown explains, designs for a trail which will connect the town of Bonnyville to Moose Lake are now complete. The association is now just waiting to hear about funding before the project moves forward.
Moose Lake is a popular recreation destination in the Lakeland, but it could become even more popular if the proposal for a new trail, which would circle the whole lake, gets approved for funding.
We're looking at 24 kilometers of paved trail that would be for any sort of non-motorized activity, so walking, biking, hiking, that sort of thing.
The trail would actually connect Jessie Lake in Bonnyville to Moose Lake about 5 kilometers outside and would give town users a safe way to Moose Lake to enjoy all it has to offer.
People want to get out and hike and bike and walk, and they're trying to do that right now, but basically the reality of it is that it's just not safe to do that on municipal roadways anymore.
The project is projected to cost more than $10 million. The Lakeland Sports and Recreation Association has approached both the town and the MD of Bonnyville for funding and are now just waiting to hear if it's been approved.
We've talked to the municipalities. We've made a proposal to the MD for $6 million and the town for $1.375 million. So once we've secured that funding, we will continue on with the preliminary engineering.
If everything goes according to plan, the LSRA hope to be breaking ground next year. In Bonnyville, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
Do you have a series of lucky numbers? Well, you may want to play them this weekend. The Lotto 649 jackpot is worth an estimated $55 million. That makes it the largest in Canadian history. The previous record was $54.3 million, and that was won by a group of Alberta oil patch workers back in 2005. The draw takes place tomorrow. You just don't want to start spending the money just yet. Your chances of hitting the jackpot are 1 in nearly 14 million. Meanwhile, back here in the border city, excitement is building on the possibility of winning this record jackpot. Newcap News caught up with a few people to see what they would do if they won the lottery.
If I won the $55 million, I'd quit my job. I'd buy all my kids their houses, and just enjoy life.
I wouldn't stay in this country where it's cold. Other than that, I'd fly away.
What country would you go to?
Dubai.
Buy a car, pay for school. College is expensive.
Buy a car, a house, and spend most of it on family and friends.
And if you're looking to buy a lottery ticket, you have until 7 o'clock to pick one up.